And even for my young pups out there, all right? Watch this, watch this, watch this. Watch this. When she says, we are never getting back together. What's the one thing that runs through your mind? You be like, my ring is off. You divorced me. There's a very small number of people that get back together, so why are you stating the obvious? I'm like, who are you trying to convince? And so that statement right there, that don't do nothing but give a real dog hope. Like, oh, she acts like I don't know where we are. Oh, is it because that she's not sure of the decisions that she made? Because we already know she's already impressed by what we got on and the fact that I'm here. Okay, let's proceed. He tells her, he says, my battery hit. And she says, good for you. He says, no, good for us. That's the first door, my friends.
My battery hit.
That's the first door, my friends. He doesn't say, no, good for you as well.
I'm in business with Prescott.
Or good for yourself too. Here's a $10. No, he says, good for us. As a two. Número dos.
Good for us.
That's the first door. He's able to kiss her on her forehead. So he's thinking, wait a minute. She allowed me to kiss her on her forehead. This means there's still a place in her heart for me. Because we already know from the best man and you know that the forehead kiss, you know, it's one of the most erotic things you could do, you know, to a female. And because he was able to do that, I'm like, okay, I can put my head to hers. That is significant. That is significant. That is significant because that's saying, it'll take you back to a movie with Will Smith, Hitch, where he tells the gentleman, yo, now when you try to do this kiss with her, don't just go ahead full in. Just come a third of the way, or the fourth of, or however the fraction was of the way. When he put his forehead to hers, that was him coming a fourth of the way and allowing her room to come the rest. She was supposed to kiss him at that point in time. Because, you know, was that supposed to wipe away everything that she went through? Yes. You know what I'm saying? This is a man that you love. Obviously you still love. And he's coming back to you and he's making the money situation right. So even the job that you're working at right now, you ain't even got to work it no more. You can go in there and tell your boss right now, yo, peace. That was supposed to be a fairy tale moment where she, you know.
Put up with me.
Now back to the other door. The door of the mother's foreclosed on house.
I don't blame you.
He walks away.
Like I said, I sorted it out myself.
Another missed opportunity. Because she's supposed to call out to him. She did not. And with her character, me as a writer, she is supposed to say, Robert, why you playing with me? Robert, why you playing with me? This is what we're going to do, Robert. You're going to follow me to my house.
Robert's house.
And if this key does not open this door, you know the kind of smoke I'm going to bring to you. No, you probably ain't going to walk away. Newsflash, people. If that would have happened, he wouldn't have walked away anyway. Because if those two people go into that house, you know what it is. He don't even make it back to Diana. Watch this. Now people say, nah, he wasn't trying to get her back because he had already proposed to Diana. What? Really? I'm telling you, Diana would have kept that ring. Matter of fact, guess what we don't know? Guess what we don't know? This is what we don't know. We don't know when he got engaged to Diana. There's a very strong possibility that since Melinda didn't take any of the bait that he was putting in to that point, that he just gave up and said, okay, well, that's not enough for her. So I'm going to close the door on that situation, and I'm going to go ahead into the situation with Diana. He could have proposed to Diana before she got there. They do look like they were about to go out to celebrate something. I wonder could that would have been a engagement they was about to celebrate. Very possible. Because let's be real about it, people. Homeboy was dead of Mac. What else did he bring besides the $10 million check and the keys? He brought roses. We ain't talking about no Mother's Day yellow roses. We ain't talking about no friendship white roses. We ain't talking about no, I like you a little bit, let's see where this goes, pink roses. He bought red roses. That means something. Well, that means a whole lot. Red roses, they say something different. They would say something like this right here. This is what red roses is supposed to say. What's up, baby? How you doing? I know it's been a while. I know things ain't been always been peachy keen for us, but they could be so much better. And I'm ready to give you better if you're ready to receive better. Yeah, see, we got married for better, for worse. And it's always been worse, but now I can give you that better. That better half, I can give you that now. All that's in the way of us is us. Let's do this like it's never been done before. So how about it? Because I'm telling you, if we go to your mom's house and we open the door, we are going to be opening the door to a brand new us. So all you gotta do is say, yeah, baby. Just say you'll come back to me. And we can make this thing like it was never made before. That's what red roses say. Homeboy was dead of Mac. Period, point blank. So, yeah. Right about now, more than ever, I am pretty 100% confident that it wasn't until after he got back from the office that he decided to give old girl that ring. Matter of fact, I will say this. I believe that day and time he decided that, look, one of these women is mine. I gotta go check and see if it's my crazy boo thing over here, or I gotta go see if it's my crazy paid boo thing over here. But let me check on my crazy boo thing over here to see what she say. I'm willing to bet money that he already had the ring in his pocket. And if she just would have welcomed him in, he probably would have dropped to a knee. And again, that would have been it. Homeboy was dead of Mac. Again, the red roses and everything. You gotta pay attention to these things, people. Again, let's go back to something that I already addressed, me and my own Cloud Fetti. Diana was so calculated. People, let me unpack this for you. Diana and Robert were going to end up together regardless. Everything that we're talking about in a real life setting, we can say the battery thing happens. In actuality, I'll give you something else. They make it back to the house, and then he ends up with Melinda, and then you have an open door to a whole nother film. You can actually do that type of fatal attraction type deal and make Diana look like the crazy person and, flip it. That's what I would have done. But anyway, I digress. But yeah, they were going to end up in a relationship regardless. You know why? One important clip that was just swept under the rug. See, y'all females, y'all got on from the moment that she said that because of her accident, not being able to bear children, y'all picked your side. Tyler was really able to hook them in to the rest of the story without having to give them a dose of realism. Dose of realism that was neglected that y'all don't see. That scene in that hospital with Melinda on the breathing machine and stuff, and the sisters outside and fussing at Robert to leave and all that sort of stuff. It was one component missing from that scene. Can you say handcuffs, boys and girls? Melinda would have had handcuffs. She would have had handcuffs or shackles, and she would have been shackled or handcuffed to that gurney. She committed attempted murder, attempted vehicular manslaughter, and maybe even some crimes that I don't even know about because I'm not a lawyer like that, but any prosecutor, any state prosecutor or otherwise, knows exactly what to go after and what to charge her with. Oh, she would have done some time. Get this. She was in a Jeep. Can't remember whether she was seat belted or not, but I know two individuals that weren't seat belted. And you're going to tell me that they came out injury free? Out of being rolled over in a trailer. Already in a unaware position. No time to brace yourself or nothing. Let's just say that at the point in time, Mr. Johnson was in the hallway.
It's immediate.
And you got all that shaking up and rattling around unexpected. Some uncomfortabilities might happen. So we're just going to act like the state is going to press charge. We're going to act like Robert, he got a little crazy in him too. Because if you go back to a chick that just did all that to you, bruh, you just glutton for punishment, number one. Number three, let's not act like
This what you do to me? This what you do?
both persons involved in that accident are not going to press charges. That's not real. You got both persons that are the victims of the crime and the state. Ain't nobody pressing no charges. Miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. So yeah, in a real life situation, Robin and Diana would have ended up together regardless because Melinda's in jail, prison, whatever you want to call it, up the river, going to the college as they used to call it. You know what I'm saying? Upstate, whatever. That's where she gonna be at. Period. Let's see here. For Harriet, you said that the editor should have told him to pick what type of movie he wanted to do. The editor is a post-production guy. Post. Everything has already been done. Everything has already been shot. His job is to put his head down, work those boards, work that jog reel, make those cuts. That's what his job is. He is not going to tell a billionaire Tyler Perry he need to pick anything. We will never see a director's cut of a Tyler Perry movie. You know why? Because all of them are director's cuts. Matter of fact, I'll let you know this much, okay? Because Tyler Perry can fund his own films, his distribution ain't gonna check him. Because how are they gonna check him on a film that he can pay for himself, and all they gotta do is reimburse him for minor stuff, but both of them collectively are going to make more money together when it's distributed to us. They ain't going to say nothing to him. They're not. I got a question for everybody, though. People, how did we get on the boat? Somebody tell me. How we get on the boat? How we get on the boat? Now listen. Watch this. If you pay close attention to things, you'll see where I'm going with this. First of all, you really don't know through the whole film where all this stuff is going on at. You think, because it's Tyler Perry that, it may be Atlanta. But when you see the yacht, it says the Gale, Pittsburgh, PA. So you know what's happening on the East Coast, right? That being said, let's go to the day in question. She knows what time the wedding is. What you see is them on the boat getting married, and you see the dock. You see the yacht leaving the dock. The sun high in the sky. Me being from the East Coast myself, I know that somewhere between 2 and 4 o'clock. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I'll have to look at the film again, the invitation was a date, I think in September. Okay. In September, the sun is nowhere near down at 5 o'clock. Now, after daylight savings time, it's almost pitch black at 5 o'clock outside on the East Coast. So you see this boat leaving the dock, and you see her coming out the house, trying to come out the house. You got family members and friends blocking each doorway. And then all of a sudden, you see a slit in the window. And then here come the night scene, the boat scene. Let's do this in reverse. Number 1, the window that you see the slit in, if you really look closely at it and you press pause on that bad boy, you'll see that it's dark outside. It's the evening time. Again, this boat leaves the dock when the sun is still high in the sky. Let's unpack further. Another thing about this window, you'll also see if you look that from the proximity from that window to the house that's across from that window, you can tell that that's a ways down. You gotta explain that. Does she have a ladder or something? You know, because if she just makes a jump, you're gonna hear a thud, something, and you know, family gonna hear that. Did she call an Uber or something? Even if she biked away. Come on, people. And you see where I'm going with this, right? Another thing, again, let's go back to the dock. Let's go back to the yacht. Leaves the dock about 1 o'clock. Sun high in the sky. That's between, realistically, 1 to maybe 4 o'clock. Okay? Again, during the summertime, 5 o'clock, sun is still out. Summertime, the sun ain't going down till about 6 o'clock. Watch this. When she is stomping through the house, trying to find her way out of there, the clock on the stove says 6:42. Tyler, we know that you said that she had some type of personality issue. What you did not say that you tried to make us believe in this picture is that she a magician and just can appear on the boat. Because even if she makes it in time on the boat, which she cannot, which the yacht leaves about 2 to 4 o'clock, and she coming out the house at 6:42. No, that ain't gonna happen. I gotta keep saying that. So here it is. We know that, you know, all of the conflict, the courtroom cases, the Twitter or Instagram stuff. You're not going to tell me that she's just going to work her way around this reception. Nobody's going to notice her. Nobody's going to see her. She's going to make her way onto that boat. Matter of fact, she ain't really going to let this marriage go down. So if she is there, she's going to speak now. She's not going to hold her peace. So she couldn't have been in attendance. You know what I'm saying? People know what she looks like. Somebody's going to say, hey, oh my God, there's such and such and such. Where's security? Come on, people. Come on, people. And they are not going to invest this much in this wedding with this problem with this chick and not have adequate security. Miss me with all that, TP. You my dude, but dang, man. Like, you saying he sold? No, Tyler sold us a dream in this bad boy. Seriously. So, yeah, there's no way she can make it on the boat like that. Another thing. I'm not about that yacht life. I am not about that yacht life. I would love to be one of these old days. If Lord be my help, I'll be about that yacht life. But somebody that's about that yacht life, please view this and tell me, is a closet on the yacht the same thing it is at the house, or on the yacht is an office the same thing as a closet? Because the only thing that I saw was her go through what looked like to be an office area, close down a computer, and then start to ask the attendant, where's her wedding dress at? I didn't see her look through no closet. Because the woman said, it should be in the closet. She said, I looked there, it wasn't there. No, you just came from sitting with Robert and you walked through an office in which you didn't open no type of doors to no closets. All you did was close down a computer. The dialogue and what we see is a miss. Unless I'm just wrong about yacht life and the closet on the yacht is the same thing as the office. I don't know. I digress. But I'm going to tell you what makes this particular production comedy more funnier than Medea ever did. Now we know how she dies. It's tragic, okay? It's tragic. It really is. Oh my God. And you see that last shot, you know what I'm saying, with the eerie Nina Simone song that was sung by what's the girl's name? I love her voice too. What is her name? I can't say her now. I'll put respect in her name in when I edit. Anyway, you see her flaying down there, you know, and the last piece of air leaves her body and it floats up. If you like that. It's so sad. But what makes this thing a comedy is when Taraji P. Henson places her foot in a link of chains, and it's purposeful, and and you see it, and you see that it's purposeful. It would have been better to just show the chains by themselves and show her walking to where the chains are and then him hitting the button by mistake. That would have been better. But the way she steps her foot in this link of chains, I no longer watch this film for drama. I watch this film now for comedy. I watch this film to laugh. You know what I'm saying? So I pretty much made a parody out of a comedy. That's not really, you don't normally do that. But I was able to do it. And it's because of the meat that I was supplied by the original to do so. People, that is my time. This has been Acrimony versus Acronymony. Now you have a whole new reason to go, you know, watch mine, please, as many times as you like. Get some laughs off of that. But now you have a new reason to watch the original and get your laughs off from that as well. Woo! Tyler, listen, if you see this, no disrespect, bro, but as Denzel Washington says, after you leave the performance, it is then the people's. So you kind of got to be mindful of what you're giving the people. You got to think it through. Think it through. And I'm so glad that you finally decided to open up your writer room. Because I'm willing to say this. I'm willing to say that your stories are great. Your stories are awesome. What's amiss is making just little connections. All you need is little connections, bro, and you on. You 100% on, bro. Like, for instance, Good Deeds. I love Good Deeds, except one part in Good Deeds. One part where you are making love to Gabrielle Union in a gold leotard, and she comes back the next scene and says, "You made love to me like I was somebody else." No! No! He hit it when you was the goat. Come on. There was no ravenous in that scene. Some passion. But yeah, there was no... I'm sorry. If you a different dude, or if you that horny, or if you really trying to lay it down like that, you coming up in there and ripping stuff off. Any player out there will tell you, yo, bruh, I ain't doing this no gold leotard, okay? Nah. Everything coming off. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. Yeah, you just need connectors, man. Like, you know, I don't even think your writer's gonna be paid that much. You know, as far as time is concerned. Because, like I said, man, your stories are great. You just need connectors, bro. And if you really want somebody in that room that's going to make you think about everything that you write and what you put out to the public, especially to your folk, at Madhouse Mogul 1, Instagram and Twitter, all right? This is my time, people. I got to go get my wife some lunch and things like that nature. I'll holler at y'all a little bit later. Again, go back and watch Acronymony as many times as you want to, and now you got a new reason to watch Acrimony. It's some comedy at piece, for real. But I'll see y'all later. Peace, and God bless.